Hey everyone, my name is Deanna Clark-Esposito. I'm with the Clark-Esposito law firm, and I'm here today to talk with you about the Office of Foreign Assets Control, otherwise known as OFAC. OFAC is a U.S. government agency responsible for oversight and enforcement of both trade and economic sanctions in support of our national security initiatives. Specifically, OFAC is responsible for who we can do things with, what activities we can do, and where we can do them. Starting with the who. The who could be a person and can also be an institution. Take a bank, for example. It could also be with a government. And it could be, again, with individuals from a bank, from a government, but not necessarily everyone from the government. But it can be select individuals and select companies and select people. Turning to the where, OFAC has oversight over where in the world we can do things. Take, for example, the country of Cuba. Cuba, despite its proximity to the U.S., is a country with whom we have very little ability to conduct a lot of transactions with. And this can be on a personal level, and it can also be on a professional level. There are exceptions, of course, to these restrictions, but there are some severe limitations. For example, with respect to travel, you have to have a specific reason, be it for research or otherwise, in order to travel there. There are some exceptions, for example, for arts-related activities, and those can be done as well. But for general activities, the way we would have with most, virtually every other country in the world, we're severely limited with what we can do with them. Another example is that of the Crimea region of the Ukraine. Ukraine as a country in general is a place where we may conduct business transactions, we can have ordinary personal relations with, we can travel there, etc. But when it comes to the Crimea region, we have severe restrictions in terms of what we can do. And I don't just mean business to business, but even in the sense of, say, a package, trying to ship a package into that region, into a particular postal code in that region. There's going to be restrictions. And should something get through, in any case, then that can lead to the need to either make a disclosure where you go ahead and voluntarily explain to OFAC, hey, I did this by accident, here's the dates, here's what it was, here's the value, etc. Or, some companies who are unaware of any wrongdoing may simply just be in a position to wait for OFAC to come and let them know, hey, you've violated an OFAC sanction, in which case you probably need to seek assistance with helping you resolve that inquiry made by OFAC. Turning to the what with respect to OFAC has to do with which activities we're actually allowed to do within a particular country, and that could even mean within a particular region in the country. For example, there had been a sanction with respect to deep sea drilling in a particular part of the Arctic. That particular activity was a very specific activity in a very specific part of the world. Could be more general, where there's a limitation on what a bank or other financial institution may do. But these are just some examples of where OFAC is governing the what of what can be done in terms of activities and transactions in another country. To recap, OFAC governs who we can do transactions with, where in the world we can do them, and what kinds of activities and transactions we may actually do. If you would like us to help you with an OFAC-related matter, you can send us an inquiry through the contact form on our homepage at our website. You can give us a call, or you can email us at the email address on the screen. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.